Hello there, Aquarius. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Aquarius for November of 2020. We're 11 months already into the year. For all of you that are new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month, and we use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month. Then we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I will speak as if I'm you. I suppose that makes all you Aquariuses named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't believe that cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month, like an overall theme for the month. Oh, I have a short message for us. And they're saying a lot of us are going to have some kind of a new beginning this month, fresh starts or changes in our life, And the best way to deal with that is to be very, very direct when we are communicating with people. Like very concise, very direct, not pulling any punches, not being smart aleck, but basically speaking what we mean and meaning what we say. And in order to be able to do that, I think we're going to need a lot of extra rest this month, because it feels like a month of transition, of fresh starts, but fresh starts can mean change. We have good words down here. They're harmony, communication, efficiency, healing, and compassion. And our message kind of goes with that communication one pretty good there, I think, come to think of it after I laid down the cards, because actually we have 2, and I put these cards in different spots in the deck before I even shuffle them up, but we have 2 of the exact same cards that Capricorn had, so I guess maybe some of us are cuspers, but we got this on the bottom of the deck. So our first card right off the bat is the 10 of Rods, and it's like, oh God, but 10 is the beginning and the end at the same time. So it basically goes right along with our original message too, but it also tells us we're going to probably need some more rest, because this is 10 rods are on our shoulders. So it's taking up the burdens, or taking up new responsibilities, basically, that are appropriate for a new cycle that is coming into our lives, which is okay. They might seem really heavy, like they're all hanging off this one dude's shoulders, so they probably do feel really heavy, but we would have the strength and the character to carry the whole load, and we would feel like we can do anything this month. We'll be able to do anything, even if it's an extremely difficult thing. I'm thinking maybe that's why we're going to need the rest that we need. For others of us, though, it means all the work that we did, or all the labor we did, went for nothing, basically, and we're carrying burdens that really, really don't belong to us. And a lot of us are doing that right now. Kids are home from school, partners are home, maybe roommates, things like that. People need our help, and we're just willing and running and going and doing things for others, which is a good way to be. But sometimes we wear ourselves out because you feel weary from the card at certain times, like the whole world is stuck on my shoulders and I'm the one that's bearing it. But it's up to us to decide whether the responsibilities that we're taking on are legitimately required. Are they really our responsibility? Are we just doing them because we think it's the right thing to do, and it's kind of wearing us out? Because sometimes one member of an organization or a company or family gets all the dirty work, and that's basically just because they're willing to do it. And they do it, Spirit just said, and they do it for this word down here, harmony, to keep the peace, and I do it to keep the peace. So make sure that others around me are doing their fair share. And if I need help, ask for it. And that's what the card tells us. So it goes both ways. Sometimes we're doing this for ourselves. Sometimes we're doing it because and sometimes it's forced on us. We have all the kids at home, let's say, and it's like, Johnny, take out the garbage. And Johnny says, yeah, Mom, and never gets up. And an hour later, Johnny, get the garbage out. Yeah, Mom. And I hear the garbage man coming down the street. Johnny, get the garbage out. I told you I'd do it, didn't I? Johnny still didn't get the garbage out, you know. And there I am running down the street with the can and the garbage bag trying to beat the garbage man. Or the worker at work who keeps saying at the last minute every Friday, I got a nail appointment. Here, Aquarius, do my work. The boss wanted it yesterday, and I'm Aquarius. I'm taking it on because generally I'm pretty darn nice. I'm going to do it. Well, now I'm probably not. I'm going to say, well, you know, Nancy or whoever you are, here, I can't do your work. I have this pile of my own here. And if they continue, because I've done it for them previously, I'm going to continue to hand it right back to them, or I'm going to communicate directly, like our word down here, and efficiently, directly to my HR that, you know, they're giving me their work every Friday night because they got a standing appointment to have their nails done and they don't want to be late. And I can't handle it anymore. It can be that kind of energy for some of us. These are general readings. Others of us, we are taking this on because it is the most efficient way. And sometimes this word healing's in here. So we could be taking it on because we have compassion for someone who's ill. And so we are doing it. You know, maybe someone who's healing, and we are doing it willingly, you know. So it'll be kind of like even Steven, equally divided wherever it's going to come down in our lives. The next card here is excellent. It's the Chariot, and that means victory is assured. I love the Chariot card. It means everything in our lives is moving fast, you know, and it's all in transition, and it's like occurring really rapidly. It's a card about transition and rapid transition. So we're holding things together successfully, though, because we're keeping these two opposing energies like on the track, the white horse and the black horse. We're the one that's keeping it on the track. So it's a situation where we're completely and totally involved, but we're happy about it. We're completely, totally involved in it, but it's like, oh, I don't mind because I'm really happy, you know. So feeling together with myself and whatever task I have at hand that I'm going to accomplish, you know. And even though the pace is way faster than we're normally used to, we're kind of attuned to the rhythm, and we're keeping up with the changes, like turning on the dime, keeping up with these changes that are happening in our job, maybe our relationships, maybe with our career, or maybe some community or some type of a worldly thing that we are involved in, and we're doing it. So we're sensitive to minor adjustments that we have to make, and we're making them constantly to keep things going right, to make them efficient, to make them balanced and in harmony. And to do that kind of energy, we're going to have to be really, like, how do I want to say, very direct, like our original message, very direct in our method or our communication with others. Can't be efficient if I'm like not laying it on the line, basically, is what I'm thinking, and being direct in that communication. Because our next card here is the King of Rods. Now that's, if it's someone outside of us, it's going to be male or female energy. So it is going to be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries energy if it's someone outside of us. So it's a person that has status, right? person with status and wealth and is influential and independent, an independent person, but they're very much inclined to help us. So it could be like a boss, maybe someone who's a mentor to us, or someone that we speak to, or a business partner, like a senior business partner, because it's a mature type energy, or it could be an advisor to us, you know. But we could rely on them because they're honest, they are very, very intelligent, and absolutely fair-minded. And we're sure when we ask them for something, we're going to get the best advice possible. So in that respect, it's excellent for us to have around. So if it's not like an actual person that's outside of us, some of us are being called forward to have these qualities. Others of us, it can refer to a situation in our lives with it that is exactly as it appears to be, without any type of a hint of, like no type of hint of deception around it at all. It's a trustworthy thing, and it can indicate some kind of good fortune that's coming our way, like a form of unexpected help or advice sometimes, unexpected, excellent, good news, a promotion for some of us, or an inheritance for others of us, and that, or maybe something that I had been basically, how do I want to say, waiting on to come through for a long time, finally is going to come through, and I'm finally done, like, with that waiting period. I don't know what that's going to mean, but it's going to mean something to someone here, but that's what they said to say. Done with the waiting period. God, now we get death. Just what we needed right in the middle. It does not mean we're dying, but maybe someone passed and the King of Rods is bringing us the inheritance or whatever. But it's not a death card itself is not about real death. It's actually it actually is really a positive card. If you want to think about it like that, it's like a transformation that we're making for the better, transformation that's healing to us, like our word down here. It's going to be very healing for us. It doesn't mean actual physical death, but usually the person is experiencing like some type of a metamorphosis in my life, some kind of major big shift or a major big change. So in order to do that, there's destruction of the old, outworn circumstances that have been holding us back, right? In order to have new development, and superficial change won't cut it anymore. It's like the big change that we need. So it's time for a total change, and there's absolutely no doubt about that we need this total change. So whatever we found workable before is no longer working. I think that's why we need that direct communication this month, saying exactly what I mean and doing exactly what I say, that kind of energetics around it, because it's not working anymore. They have to be destroyed, actually, is the word, to make room for what is new that's coming into being, what is going to be fresh, new, and better for me in my life, what is coming forward for me. And it's interesting that card, the way these laid down, that card actually came right before this card, and that's the Empress, and that is new. The Empress is a new energy in a position of nurture. We could be with this Empress card, we could be in a position so that we are nurturing someone else, maybe or several others, and that's possible for all of us. Everybody might still be home. I know this is November, but things are sure moving slowly with everything that's going on in the world. It could be taken an obvious form, like we're caring for someone, or for children, or someone who's sick, or being supportive of a spouse or a friend that actually needs us with the Empress energy. It could also always refer to a pregnancy or desire for pregnancy. I don't see the word birth here, but it can refer to that. But actually, it means it's appropriate at this time to nurture someone else, because we would have the inner strength and the ability, to do so without really harming ourselves. So the ones of us that have this Ten of Rods energy, that something is going kind of ass backwards with a Ten of Rods. We're taking somebody else's burdens. If the Empress card is upside down, and they said to tell us that it means it's time for us to nurture ourselves. And that's the end of the story. We're giving too much out and not taking that rest, like that original message, rest that we need really for our own self at this time. So it might be something to think of, because they told me to say it both ways, because it does go with it. But the Empress is when things are fresh, new. It doesn't necessarily have to be birth of a child. It could be birth of an idea, birth of some type of maybe a creative project for us, birth of a new job. But all together, all of these things with the Chariot in here are telling us things are going to change, and they're moving really fast. And some of us are going to carry the load, right? And some of us are going to dump the load back where it belongs, so that whoever it's their responsibility, they are carrying their own responsibility, because we're going forward and we're not changing it. Basically, that's what they're saying. So I don't know where it's going to come down. Going to come down at work, or, is it going to be in my love life, or with my family relationships, or whatever it is, we are doing it. Our angel card is go for it. I guess we're going for it with that Chariot card in there. It says your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Well, I guess it's our time, right, Aquarius? We get tired hanging out on the peripheral there, and when it comes time to move, I don't know anybody who could move faster than we Aquariuses when we want something. We're innovative, and we can do it, It said you drew this card as an encouragement for the situation that you're asking about. The angels reassure you of a positive outcome, provided you continue to pour love that guided action into the situation. Don't hesitate. Now's the time is right. You're on the right path. The idea that you have is divinely inspired. The angels foresee a successful outcome. Well, holy crap, Aquarius, I guess we got it going this month. Well, Aquarius, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or just go neb about me, all the information, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all of the information's down below the screen in the About section over at the website. And over at the website are 2 short videos. One explains the prayer class I put out there for you guys. The other, the suture classes. The prayer class is 2.5 hours long. It explains how you format prayers, why you do them the way that you do them. Sutras are simple thought forms you put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and enhances the clear perceptions dramatically, and it's probably pretty needed now. But the videos that explain them. My brain went out that explain them are over at the website. So to all of you I've met through 4 whole years of doing YouTubes now, and everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I will see you back here next month. Bye-bye.